Christmas boats came in?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm. This is Balboa Ferry.
Yes.
No. Across on the peninsula.
Watch it. Well, we could take a car over here too.
Took a car over here already. You were over here with the car.
He makes good money there. The boat is going.
Now, first of all, as we get underway, up ahead of us to the right, large gray building ahead of us, about a mile to its point at the channel entrance, and it connects to the mainland 2 miles behind us. The peninsula is only a quarter of a mile wide, and 2 blocks over to the right is the Pacific Ocean. Quite often that the water level comes right up to the doorsteps of these homes, literally within inches of going in, quite a few times every month even, but it rarely goes beyond that. The only time we had any problem with any major flooding here in the harbor was back in those storms of 1983, where we had a combination of the highest tides of the year, combined with severe storms with 80-mile-an-hour winds and heavy rain. Also throughout the shores of Newport Harbor, you'll notice there are quite a few yachts here in the harbor. Newport Harbor is known to be one of the largest small yacht harbors in the world, housing over 12,000 privately registered yachts. Dock space in the harbor is quite limited though, and all the marinas do have an 8 to 10 year waiting list. Once you do get in, it costs you starting at $10 per foot, per boat, per month. Meaning you have a 100-foot boat, it costs you $1,000 a month just to tie it up. Boats you see out to the left out of my canvas, netting, you name it, they try it, some work, some don't. Most effective though is up ahead to the left. See this little sailboat out here on the mooring? Background are all part of the town of Corona del Mar. For those of you not familiar with the area, Corona del Mar is a little town amongst the city of Newport Beach. Homes you see highest atop those hills, up ahead to the left, is the new Spyglass Hill area developed by John Lusk. Lots at the very top of Spyglass started $5 million for a 100-foot wide lot. Football fame Joe Namath owns two. Just beyond that home, you see kind of a tan colored home with white trim around the windows, 4 stories also. 2 families bought these homes side by side, and then got into debate on who had better views, so they started adding on. They got up to 4 stories apiece before the city stepped in and told them that's as high as you could build. Go buy these homes, look down between the 2, you'll see there's less than an inch clearance between those 2 chimneys. No. And you're looking at $1 million. From there, they ran up to well over the $12 million mark here in Newport. shutters, sandy beach out front. Used to be a vacation home of the actor George Burns, late Gracie Allen for quite a few years. Wide lots, they're valued at no less than $5 million apiece. This little wooden speedboat up ahead to the right here is called a Riva. They're made in Italy. This thing here has a price tag of over $110,000 new. You can see the woodwork involved in that thing. Up ahead to the right, home with a shiny blue tile roof on it, originally built for the Hogue family from Hogue Memorial Hospital near Newport. Blue tiles were hand-painted, shipped in from the Orient, then put in place one by hand when the home was being built. Blue tiles alone, that home valued at over $1 million. The home was built 15 years ago. Guaranteed never lose their color or shine in a lifetime. Going on 15 years here in direct sunlight, still holding that color strong. A little dusty because it hasn't rained in over 6 months. But after rainfall, those tiles are like new. Straight off to the right, a little behind us, set back in the corner. Cute little home with a faded gray and white striped awning in front. That was the childhood home of the actress Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple was Miss Newport Beach at the tender age of 12. Also known to be one of the youngest millionaires of her time. Lifeguards throughout the summertime. Also throughout the shores of the harbor, quite a few public fishing docks. Noted to the right here by the blue rails and the white trim. Fishing in the harbor is extremely well. Quite a few different types of bass, halibut, various other types of bottom fish. Also mackerel and bonita on occasion here towards channel entrance. Recently purchased by the Von Duray family. They're the owners of Von's Markets. This is the second of their waterfront homes here in the harbor. Mr. Von Duray also has a valuable antique car collection. So he was able to buy the home just to the left of it. Now it's torn down and built a garage, 5-car garage for his antique cars, and a couple big palm trees, a huge satellite dish in the corner. Planning to fill the empty spot out front with a swimming pool. Wondering why your groceries are getting a little expensive these days. Somebody's got to pay for it all. This is an extension of the Balboa Peninsula. Up ahead to the right, last two homes coming up. Spanish style home with a red tile roof, the one just beyond it. They were originally built for King Gillette and his brother, Gillette Razor Corporation. King Gillette owned that end home, and his brother had the next one into the red tile roof. King Gillette didn't get along with his brother very well. One day they got into a serious feud. So King Gillette, owning that end home, decided to build out an extra 17 feet of that second story, just so he could block his brother's ocean view out of spite. The next one in. Currently, Dick Dale of the Deltones, the king of the surf guitar, used to own that end home but was recently evicted. That last home has 23 separate rooms. Up for sale now for $1,500,000. Races throughout the year. Island 25 miles off our coast, and the men's team races back. Oh, I see quite a few more coming around the corner here in a moment. Now, the rocks is over to the right of us, and up ahead to the left on Abalone Point, 5 miles down our coast. Just beyond Abalone Point lies the tiny community of Laguna Beach. Further on down the coast, another point of land, barely visible due to the haze today, and it's Dana Point, 15 miles down our coast. Dollars around $750,000.
That kayak is still over. That's not the foot. There you go.
Nights are out here just about year-round.
Oh, bad.
They climb aboard that buoy to sun themselves, jump out of cooler water on the nice warm buoy. Color green absorbs a lot of heat there. The Coast Guard takes this buoy and they pull out of the water every year, painted this color green. Meanwhile, throughout the year, the seagulls up top trying to repaint a plane.
They're sunbathing.
Now, these are actual California sea lions, not your regular seals. The difference is seals don't get this large, first of all, but these are small ones. These are quite a bit larger. But, Regular seals aren't that large for a small. Usually there's so many sea lions on the buoy they clog up all the pendulum toilet bells, making it rather quiet.
Dead asleep.
Here. But that's what the beach is all about, that breeze that blows here every day. They've now torn the home down, making way for 2 brand new homes. Neighbors were furious to see it go because they claim it's a landmark here in Newport. This is not considered a historical landmark. There's no stopping demolition of the house. China house built back 1929, no longer here. Up and a little bit behind us, you see that one old faded pink house. Little tiny pink room sticking out on 2 stilts with one window in it, white trim and top. Looks like a shoebox. Belongs to a fellow who has a Rolls Royce. Didn't have a garage to park it in. Didn't want to leave it on the streets at night. So it cost him $30,000. Got the only bayfront garage here in Corona del Mar for his Rolls Royce in that little pink room. Doing the Far West restaurant services. That is a swimming pool on the 2nd level. Just beyond that, up on the bluff, the faded yellow building is the old original Corona del Mar apartments. Many years ago, there's a rail car running from the apartment building above, a little beach cottage down below. It's always known as Beach 2 Bar by cable car. You can still see some of that cable track running through the shrubs alongside the stairway. The little cable car took its last little ride back late 1950s when it failed to stop at the end. Everybody got wet. That's when those steps decided to walk from there on out. Movies along with most of the Gidget beach party movies. All right here in Carnation Cove. Of course, the background scenes were filmed over in Hawaii. Up ahead to the right on the waterfront, large blue building, the white rooftop belongs to the Irvine family. The Irvine family is responsible for most of the development. They were Newport, Corona del Mar areas, and at one time they owned most of Orange County. Here on the waterfront is their indoor swimming pool, game room for the Irvine kids. Up on the bluff in the background, same color blue, the white pyramidal roof of their home.
How would you have an indoor pool? You're 10 feet from the ocean.
Up here at the end. Rocks. No, we don't. We're during an extreme high tide. The water will come up as high as the top of that seawall and flow over occasionally. Now for that cement seawall, these people would have a couple feet of water in their living room floors during high tides. Out of all the islands in the harbor, Balboa Island and its little island, the only 2 that have completely public walkways and swimming beaches all the way around. A widow's watch. Back in the old days, it's where the wives used to go to wait for their men to come back from the sea. Or the bar. Now, off to the right, the Grand Canal separating the 2 islands. If you look to the right down the canal, you see the bridge isn't so grand itself. During high tide, you need a paddleboard to get underneath that bridge. During low tide, the channel gets so shallow and so narrow, you can actually jump from one side to the other without getting your feet wet. This is the Grand Canal. Now, up ahead to the right is Balboa Island, 2nd largest island in the harbor. Island is strictly residential except for one main street and about 3 palm trees to the right. It's called Marine Avenue. Just a block down that street are many fine little shops and restaurants along with the bridge off the island. How about 76 for 2.5 million rather? Anyways, this home has a rather unusual type of air conditioning. First floor, the press of a button. Those windows slide back to the wall on the left-hand side, revealing the whole inside of that house in the open air on those hot summer days. Up ahead to the right, large gray home with 2 palm trees out front, originally built for James Cash Penny of J.C. Penney Department Stores, always known as the Upside Down House. Where the bedrooms are downstairs, the living room, dining room, family room, and kitchen are all upstairs. It's a complete opposite of the rest of the floor plans of the homes here on the island. That's so they can enjoy the bay view from upstairs more often. Why waste on the bedrooms? Now, people remodel here on the island, there were sort of floor plans to that effect, which really makes sense.
I like that yellow one.
This just about concludes this part of the trip. Now, we're going to be pulling up the dock. Looking up ahead of us across the bay is the second largest island riverboat across the channel. Founded by the Big Family in 1919. Big Family still owns it to this date and still active in its operation. These particularly great boats built back in 1955. Very soon as takes cars and pedestrians driving around. Rates are still quite reasonable. 55 cents per car and driver, and 20 cents for each additional passenger. Now, to the right here, we got some outrigger canoers going along here. They're at the tail end of them. The island is 25 miles off our coast. There are quite a few outrigger canoe clubs here in the harbor, and every year they race the women's team races the boats over to Canada Island. Plastic over there keeps them watertight when they're out in the ocean racing, so they can go literally right through waves and whatnot without filling the boat up with water. They have to slow down and bail themselves out. Was used in the original motion picture Columbo for the background waterfront scenes. Home sold 2 years ago for $3.5 million. Home just beyond it, though, with tinted windows recently put up for sale. Little 3-bedroom, 2-bath fixer-upper. $2,450,000. As is. What a bargain. For a while now, it's $7 million. Recently lowered to 6.8. One of the main reasons it's so expensive is due to the size of that lot. For waterfront properties in the harbor, just the bare land starts at a Ray George Argyros. Probably don't recognize his name, but I'm sure you recognize his airplanes. He used to own Air California, along with the Seattle Mariners baseball team. Recently sold Air Cal to American Airlines. Nordic Star built 12 years ago for $1,500,000. She's 85 feet long. Another house being built. All this property used to belong to the Amundsen family, founders of the Amundsen Theater in Los Angeles. They did sell that property, though, just 2 years ago to Mr. Hausman. This fellow invested close to $10 million on the property, 9.8 to be exact, that turned the existing house down. This now split the lot down the middle. Kept the right half for himself, built that very large home for his family, so in a swimming pool out front, Mr. Houston had a 30-person capacity motion picture studio right there in his own home for watching his own reruns. Shortly after John Wayne passed away, that home did sell for $5 million to the family that owns the Bennington Oil. They immediately reinvested additional $2 million on remodeling, bringing the value of that home up to $7 million back in 1979. This home also up for sale. They have been asking $10,600,000 for quite a while. They lowered it down to market price of $8,500,000. Extremely large home, though. Looking between the two, you can see how far back those gray rooftops extend. Home is up to 9 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, still 7 fireplaces. Very large swimming pool built in the center courtyard of the home, and a commercial-sized kitchen. Bayshores Marina, one can tie their boat up at a cost of $10 per foot per boat per month. When you give a 100-foot boat, it costs you $1,000 a month just to tie it up. Not to mention a 10-year waiting list. Back around the shores of Newport Harbor, not just sales tax alone. Morro Bay Club, one can rent an apartment of 3 bedrooms starting at $3,000 a month just for that bay view. All these yachts in front of the Bay Club value between $1 and $3 million. Up ahead to the right, a new Italian yacht, white with blue trim. It's called the Mercedes, built last year for Jim Slemons. He's the owner of our local Mercedes-Benz dealership here in Newport Beach. This brand new Mercedes valued at $2,500,000. It's got 3 engines, can pull a water skier at 40 miles an hour. Extremely fast for an 85-foot yacht. Fishing bring in about $1,200 to these fishermen. All they have to do is catch a couple fish a week and they make a very good living. But on the other hand, if they don't catch a couple fish a week, they make kind of a brain loss of himself. One on each side for both of his sons. Back in World War II, one of Mr. Brown's sons was killed in a tragic plane crash overseas. Always blamed the Newport area on that misfortune for some reason, so immediately sold all 3 of those homes and moved his family back to Los Angeles, never to return to Newport Beach. Again, they have that character boat parade every year here in Newport. It was last Sunday. Won't be back until next year. Waterfront homes here on Bay Island. Later sold to a very wealthy banker. The banker passed away about 10 years ago. Upon doing so, left close to $1 million in cash hidden in the walls of that home. It wasn't discovered till a year later by his son upon remodeling. This is one of the choice homes in the harbor, though, because they've got a bay view. 3 out of 4 sides of that home, looking up and down every main channel here in Newport Harbor.
Designing the chandeliers for it. And she had created this chandelier that covered the light bulbs. And he wrote her and said, don't hide them from me. He wanted to see her lighting. And they look at people like Hearst in the early 20th century who screwed light bulbs and everything. I think that's a terrible thing to have done. The truth is, Hearst didn't lessen that 16th century sanctuary that by screwing light bulbs. We thought the light was that important. Probably walked around this house with
There's actually 3 balls.
beginning in 1927,
We have just come down from our tour.
Each time you go down, you learn more and more.
That was Paula giving her little remark. She even talked up there. She asked one question. A very alert one. Anyway, we're down now. We're ready to go home. It was very interesting and very good. It turned out to be a beautiful day. But we are leaving Hearst Castle and we're on the Highway 1 on the way back to our hotel room at Morro Bay. This is that famous rock at Morro Bay. On the outside. We're about 4 miles or so from Morro Bay at this time. I only have a little film left after Hearst Castle, so it might go out anytime. Here's another close-up, that famous rock on Morro Bay. I was going to say Morro Bay. Anyway, we all know what I mean. Don't we, Sharon? My pronunciation. Here we are again. Now, take it away. We'll say goodbye for now. Here I am down beyond our motel, going into the final footage of this film. There's not much left of the film, so I'm using it up at this moment. I'll be looking directly into the sun, so I don't know how well this will take. But here's that, well, excuse me, I was cut off. This is that well-known rock. Take as far away as I can. And there's that little one on the tip of it. Now here, I'm going to try to get a close-up of Paula in the car with what I have left. This is the car. I'm going to go up close to her and have her wave at you. There she is with her little sign up there. Hello. See?
Okay,
She's
Daddy.
laughing.
There's
Okay,
better
then.
pictures than me.
Now I'll go back and take the rock. I want to use up this film.
How much more have you left?
She says how much more you got left. I don't know. I'll turn it off and see. There's Paula. We're back in the motel. She doesn't know I'm doing this, but she's cleaning the car windows. Get a good close-up view of her. There she is. Shining the windows so she can see out. I only have a few feet left here, so I might as well just take the view here. And of her working. She's making them so shiny that the sun will reflect. I think she knows out. Yeah, she knows now that I'm taking of her. Yep, she knows it. Oops. She closed the door. The back. Not door. Well, I'm getting tired. She's closing the back. What would you call that? Not door. Well, it's only a few feet left, I guess, so there's no other thing but to keep taking her. There she is, cleaning the windows. I am inside now. Now she's going outside. Okay, Paula, that's enough. That's enough. Yeah, she's still at it. Pretty soon she'll be going from door to door here and asking to clean their windows. I'm finishing this off following the Laker game on TV now. The Lakers are behind, I believe. We just got in from eating, so I don't even know the score at the present time. It's near the, here we are with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The last shot missed. Now we'll find out what the score is. Detroit 23, Los Angeles Lakers 21, the end of the first period. Good luck, Lakers. I doubt it. You're not that good anymore. Bye. This is the end of the Hearst Castle trip. Here comes the van out now. I'm still looking for the last footage of this. This was produced and directed by Robert Pearson. Film was supplied by Sharon Pearson. Pauline Pearson was the actor, or actress I should say.